Hi guys, we're talking about the guitar parts for the song Our Father off our new album, Only Love. We're in the key of E. And first part is up around the 12th fret here. I've got the guitar out of phase, both pickups at the same time. I'm fretting the 12th fret on the 6th string, 11th fret on the 5th string, and the octave E. They're up on the 14th fret of the D string. That's our first triad. Second shape, we're going to drop our pinky to our third finger there. It's a D sharp, making it an E major 7 chord. Then we're going to bar with our index finger, keeping that E bass note. We've got G sharp and C sharp on the 11th frets. Then we're going to take full advantage of that bar. We're going to bar further down, keep maintaining that E, playing the C sharp and the F sharp. Okay, so it's here, here, here. There it is there. In the right hand, we're striking the bass note, and we're going to play at the same time, simultaneously, the two strings underneath it. Coming back on that bass note. Bass together, then we'll break it up. Which is 6th string, 5th string, back to the 6th string, over to the 4th string, down to the 5th. And then change shapes, do the same thing. Bar. This one's got a little twist. Further bar, right? Now I'm actually still using that 6th string as my bass, but my 2nd and 3rd fingers are now going from the 5th and 4th strings down to the 4th and 3rd strings. Right? But when I do that, I'm going back to my 2nd shape. So it sounds like this, the 4th one. And then you're able to repeat it. Verses. The line that plays underneath that is a dry line, no effects or reverb or anything like that, just a bit of compression. I'm playing the C sharp on the 11th fret of the D string, D sharp on the 13th, and the tonic of the key we're in, which is E. And that's what I do. I strike first, third, and then I slide to that root note. Second one, I play the C sharp again, but I go all the way over with my 3rd finger to the root note, and I slide in reverse back to the major 7. First one, there it is there. And then I have to play the 5th note of the key we're in, which is B, all the way over to that D sharp, sliding back to C sharp. So, and it's not that easy to... In fact, you could even use your pinky finger, but it can sometimes sound a little awkward, so better because your 3rd actually again has a positive connection with the string. So that's the 2nd guitar part going on there. I'm actually going to change guitars because the back end of the section was recorded on a different instrument, which I happen to think works better. So we'll put that guitar away. This was actually the instrument that was used to play the majority of guitar parts for this song. Whoop! Don't you hate it when you drop your pick? Thank you, Rebecca. Okay. Great thing about this song is that, well, if it's great, it just happens to be a little bit different, is that there's no delays used. We're just using a bit of reverb when the chorus comes in at the very end, right before the bridge and the outro. And it's a 4 chord, which is an A chord. We're going to the 1 chord, which is an E chord, up to the 5. Then we hit the 1 with the 3rd in the root. Back to the 4, down to the 1, and down to the 5. We hold that 5. We don't go back to the 1 with the 3rd in the root. Now how I'm voicing that is just as tenths. I'm hitting the root note and the 3rd. Root note is on the 5th string, A string, and our pinky finger is holding the 3rd note of that chord. So in this case, in A, the A, C sharp, up on the 12th and 14th frets there of those strings that I just mentioned a second ago. All right, we go all the way down, off the 7th and 9th frets, all the way up to 14th and 16th. And then it's narrow here on the 11th and 12th. Back up to that A, all the way down to the E, and then a low 5, which is the 5 chord. When that section is over, it breaks to a rhythm part here. And what I'm doing is I'm keeping the guitar out of phase, and I'm playing these shapes. And these shapes are tonic, 5th, 3rd. Similar to what I was doing up here, but I'm doing it down the octave, with just a bit of compression and no reverb or delay, just very dry sounding guitar. Tonic, 5th, 3rd, There's the 4 chord, that's A. It's going to move to the 6 chord, which is C sharp minor. And I've got, again, the 5 chord here, different strings. My second finger's playing the 3rd. Goes up to an E chord, the 1 chord. There's the 5, there's the 3rd. Now, here's where you have to rearrange your fingers a little bit. It's the same chord, but it's got the 3rd and the root. We're going to put that G sharp with our 3rd finger. We're going to bar the triad with our 1st. And our pinky finger is going to play the 5th note of the chord, which is a B, up on the 12th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, so here, here, here. It's a bit richer. And the rhythm there. And that's that section there. Goes around a couple of times. Then it changes, and I put the guitar onto the back pickup and I change to a drivey sound. And what we're doing is we're adding a little bit of reverb there, not too much. Instead of playing the A here, we're going to switch to playing it up here. There it is there. Similar to how we did the chorus before, but we're adding in the 5. Back to that C sharp minor. We're not going to the 1/3 after it does the guitar break feature. We're actually going to the 2 chord. In this key, it's F sharp minor. Tonic, 5th, 3rd. There it is up on the 9th fret, F sharp minor. So it's breaks to the 4 chord there, 6 chord the way we're doing it, 1 chord the way we're doing it. There's our 2. Okay, the only other thing that you'll need to know about that section is that there is another guitar part over the top, which is using notes of the E major pentatonic scale. We're using C sharp, B, up on the 14th and 12th frets of the 2nd string there. There's our G sharp on the 13th fret of the 3rd string. There's F sharp there on the 11th fret. There's our root note E on the 9th fret. And there's C sharp. So now that scale is either E major pentatonic or C sharp minor pentatonic. They're actually inseparable, they're the same scale. That's the first movement. Just those 3 notes, C sharp, B and E, but you can hear it in order. Second half is just G sharp and B with the F sharp there. Then go to that F sharp, don't go back to the G sharp on the 3rd one. Last one, we're changing. Okay, nice resolution there. That's F sharp, E, C sharp, so. Change. And that's played over the back end of those chords that I played before. And that's the guitar parts for Our Father. Enjoy.